Hello watchers and welcome to another episode of the Disney Dolls House. This video we're going to have 79, 80, 81 and 82. So as always, let's have a flip through of the magazine. So we're going to be start erecting the walls for the second floor. And we've got a Beauty and the Beast item which I'm so excited for. So we have the instructions, the assembly guide, more assembly guide, and then a Magic of Disney, all about the Magic Rose. So, and then the usual blurb on the back as well as what's coming in issue 80, but I will tell you about that in a little bit rather than show you the blurb because it's going to be up in this issue. Okay, so first thing I need to show you guys is this. Look at that. That is almost a pure replica of what was in the original animated movie for Beauty and the Beast. And it is the table that the rose floats on, as well as the glass jar that goes on the top. Isn't that just perfect? Look at that. That's incredible. I love that so much. Now they do want you to just pop a little bit of glue on the end of the rose to keep it upright. So I'm just going to use a little bit of Yoo-hoo. Ever so small. And then just really squish it down in there. So it's nice and clean, you don't see any glue. And then pop the bell jar. On the top, because it all clicks into place. So that way, it ain't coming out anytime soon. But that is just fabulous. It's like a weird resin material, like a silicone resin material as well, so there's a little bit of weight to it. But I'm sorry, that I think is now my new favourite item for the whole thing so far. I just love it so much. On to the assembly, and it looks like we've got some wallpapering to do, some very stripy wallpapering, and some very plastic walls and windows. So I'm wondering why they've gone from wood to now plastic. I don't know. So, there's a very particular way of these things need to be lined up. So wall 29, does it say wall 29 on it? Right, so wall 29 is the one where it's got the moulding here that's away from the corner. So we'll pop that one there. Then we've got this one. And then we've got the other one with the cutout. But this one, if you can see, the moulding is in the corner as opposed to the edge. So that's that one. Then wall 32 is this one, where you've got even mouldings. And then this one is wall 33 with the moulding being at a diagonal. And then wall 34 is this little one that you can't get mixed up with any of them. So wallpaper F is supposed to go for that one, and wallpaper E, I mean, how do you know these things? Goes there. Then wallpaper D for that one, and then wallpaper C. Nope, that's wallpaper A. The one that's got the stripe really towards the end. And wallpaper B. Nope, that's wallpaper C. Again with the stripe near the white bit. And then that's wallpaper D that goes with this wall that's got a little bit of a gap between the white thing. that's the standard one. So take note of that, because I'm guessing that's how the stripes coincide with one another. Wallpapering. So we take our first one, flip it round this way, and then we're going to pop the wallpaper on there, and we can just see, hopefully, there's a faint line there and a faint line there, which is where the wallpapering needs to go in between. So according to the magazine, the wallpaper needs to go to the stripe here on this side. So let's just move those little bits up so you can hopefully see what I'm doing a bit more. Flip mine the other way up. Now it does say cut off the end, but as always with me, I like to be a rebel and fold it over. There we go. Now I'm going to hold my thing up to the light so I can see where I need to cut. But you should be able to feel where you can cut as well. Don't worry about it not being perfect. Mine is looking shocking already, because there is a window frame that will be going in over the top. So don't worry about it too much. Just need to make sure that we get it out. So mine's looking shocking like so. So then what I'm going to do is then just push it down. Making sure there's no lumps on the bit we are going to see. I'm just going to put a little hole in that one and that one. There we go. So it should look something like so. That's one more. Now I'm going to do the other one as well, like so. And we've got another one like so. Now I'm going to tackle this one. Again, you've got the line at the bottom, but not at the top. But it should line up with the edge here. Flip mine around. And again, I'm just going to fold around the edge. And then this one's fairly easy to cut round, which I was going to do directly on the table there. Naughty me. Yep, so just following the template provided. Voila. I'm just going to keep that just in case I mark up one of the walls or something crazy like that, which is not unheard of at this point. Oh no! If you look, the top part of my thing has come off. Oh boy. Oh, that's alright, because if you look on the magazine, you don't actually have the top part there. So that's not a major problem. So I'll just peel that bit off, because I'm guessing there's going to be a window frame going in there as well. This one, which again is fairly straightforward, just making sure that it's straight and you match up the lines on the bottom. And there we have our walls, and that's all they want you to do for this issue. So we've still got our windows as well, which I imagine we're doing in the next issue. So let's crack on with issue 80. Okay, so let's have a quick look at issue 80. So we've got we've got a lampshade for Mickey's room and some more decorative items. And I think we're going to be putting the exterior walls on some of these, on the Peter Pan bits. So here's our assembly instructions. And our assembly instructions there will be attaching the floor as well, interestingly. Yep, so we're going to be erecting some walls, so we're going to see how much even taller this building's going to get. And then we've got the magic of Disney about the enchanted broom from Fantasia, the Sorcerer's Apprentice. Then the usual blurb, as well as what's coming in issue 81. Oh, we've got some interception going on now. Okay, so what are we doing? What are we doing? So we're going to get our walls. And we're going to basically put them in where they're supposed to be. And just see if they fit where they're going to go. So wall 29, i.e. where the moulding is there, not in the corner, is going to slot there. And we're going to have a big A-frame window here. Which is going to slot there. And then the other wall with the window in, it's going to go... Are you going to slot there? Yes, you are. And then slots together like so. And we want wall 33, which is the one with the diagonal mouldings on the back, to go there next. So they want you to now glue it into place using all-purpose glue. So let's just undo that. So the only bit they want you to glue is just along the bottom, basically where it hits the floor. Alright, there. And the same for the middle piece. I'm going to put a little bit down the side of the wall, just in case. But you don't have to. Oh! Bugger. That made a very aggressive noise, but it didn't actually do any damage, hopefully. What don't you want to go in now? There we go. It just like slapped down. That frightened me a little bit. Then putting a bit of glue on this wall, the one with the other window. And again, along the side of the wall, just a little. Just a little. So that is the 3 walls in there. So remember the one with the diagonal mouldings first. And just putting a bit of glue on the bottom. And along the side. And then the last wall, well, the last big wall needs to go there. So let's pop on some wood glue to the back. Let me take that off before it gets too happy there. So as always with glue on the floors, just spread it out, especially towards the edges. Now simply push the floor into place, making sure it's touching all of the walls. Then put a bit more glue back on this little wall and slot that into place, hopefully. Yeah. So now they want us to mess with the windows, which I will do up here. So it's pretty much the same principle with any other window that we've had. Is we've got these thicker parts, these ones, I've got the pins on the top, got 2 of those, and then the thinner ones that will slot on the top without the pins. So all we need to do is line up the glass, the perspex. If you look, this one has got a little nudge, so it needs to go where that nudge is. So the window panes need to be in the correct position. Otherwise they simply won't fit. Then of course we just need to peel off the film. And then make sure it's slotted into place. And then simply slot the other one on the top and click it into place. However, mine's not clicking into place, so I'll just pop a little bit of glue on the pins on this side, like it does say anyway. But sometimes you can get away without putting the glue on, but not this time. I just want to put it ever so sparingly, because the last thing I want to do is get it on the glass, well, the perspex. That's it. That's it. And there we have it, one window. And then we do the same with the other bits. So while the windows are drying, let's move on to the exterior bits that we got in this issue. Alright, so they want you to line up these in the right order. So this one, these are very well made, by the way. I'm very impressed by these. So that one wants to go there, which is basically a square, then the middle window, and then this piece here has got the cornice. So the bit that goes out goes on that side. So now they simply want you to just flip it over, put some glue on the pins, and then line it up with all those moulding pins that we had there. Don't worry about being too careful with the glue on this one, because you're not going to see it. Just make sure you've got all the pins, so the 2 at the bottom as well. They're slightly bit harder to see. And then try and line it up with the mouldings. And then click it all into place. But I do love how it finishes it around the edge there. So completely and utterly finishes it underneath. So yeah, I'm loving that. Loving it, loving it, loving it. Where you can see the moulding around the windows, this little line, they need to go on the inside, and then these little pins are going to rest inside the moulding. And then do the same for the other one. Ah. Good job that doesn't happen on construction sites. Whew. That's expensive and dangerous. Okay, so we've popped the windows in. Then of course they want us to pop this moulding on, so putting the glue on all the pins. Make sure that all the pins are done. Like so. And then pop them into the moulding, hopefully without any hassles or chaos. Making sure the bottom bit is really wedged in. So yeah, I'm happy with that. Do the windows open? Yes, they do. Do they close? Yes, they do. Just going to pop the clip back on the bottom there because I just saw it coming out again. We're then going to pop glue onto these ones and pop that one into place as well. Let's do that. And then of course wedging the bottom in place. That's it for the build on this issue. I just want to show you some decorative items, and then we're also going to put Mickey's light in, and then we'll move on to the next issue. It's on the second floor, first floor, upper ground floor. So we're going to be focusing on Mickey's room just for a moment, because I just want to show you that we've got another decorative item. We've got another bucket, so this is the second one. And then we've also got these cute sort of soldiers. Don't know what else you would call them. Or maybe like little nutcrackers, but we've got 3 of these. And one of them smaller than the other. Well, actually they're all slightly different from one another. But they are so cute. Let's pop them there so then you can see them. Isn't that just so cute? So I imagine they go in the bookcase right at the back. So I'm going to have fun getting into that. But for now, we also have a final fixture for the light. So let's pop this one on. So to put this one on, you can see that the shape's not quite full circle. There's those square bits that need to line up with the bits that stick out on the bottom here. So it might be a little bit fiddly. See what it looks like when it's switched on. Voila! Isn't that just lovely? That is just fantastic. Because from where I'm sitting, I can only just see like the top of the lampshade. And of course we've got little Mickey elements in there. That is just wonderful. So, let's move on to issue 81. So as always, let's have a quick flip through of the magazine. So we've got some decorative items and some more moulding. Assembly instructions for the bits that we've already got, plus the bits we're getting in this issue. And then some skating and moulding in Peter Pan's room. More assembly instructions. And then, oh, the World of Dolls house. Dutch dolls houses. Nice. They're like in a cabinet. So it's like a piece of furniture and then they've put rooms inside it. That's quite clever. I quite like that. And then we've got the 25th anniversary of Walt Disney presents Mickey Mouse The Whaler. 25th anniversary. We're now celebrating 100 years, which is crazy, crazy, crazy. And then the usual blurb on the back, and then what's coming in issue 82, which will be in a moment, so I won't dwell on that too much. So let's get back on with sticking our walls in, shall we? Let me show you the decorative items that we got in this issue first. So we got Little Mermaid sink and mirror, so we just need to peel the film off. There we go, we can see each other. Hello. So yeah, that is really lovely, I must say. That is absolutely delightful. So that can pop straight into the Little Mermaid's bathroom. Then we've also got this little trinket, this doodad, the music box, which is so well done. I mean, just look at that. That is really well done, considering how tiny it is. That is very nicely done. I love that. So yeah, let's get back onto the build. So back to the build for the third time. Me saying that. We're going to be sticking these bits in that we got in the previous issue. So they want us to lay out the pieces. So we have the little skinny bit there, and the bit with the cut out, and then the flat bit there. So they want us to stick exterior wall D into place, which is going to go here. And of course, just pop glue on all of the pins. And then simply line it up, except for oh, these walls are the wrong way around. So let's see if we can get these off without too much of a headache. Now stick this one onto place. The glue's hopefully still somewhat wet. Make sure it's all pushed into place. Yeah. And then they want you to use the piece with the cutout on that side. So again, pop in glue on everything. All of the pins pins I should say. And then I just remembered to pop this little wall back in place that I just ripped off. Yeah, it's alright, it's not caused any damage. And then tuck the moulding underneath and then slot it into place. Like so. I'm just going to put a bit of glue down that and then squish those walls together. And then using a clip to keep it together. That should all be nicely done. Now I'm going to really turn this all the way around. Again, same principle, popping glue on all the uprights, the pins. Like so. And then popping it into position. Yeah. That fits snugly anyway. Okay, so that's those bits in place. So now we're going to focus on these windows. So we've got the bits from the previous issue. Right, so they want you to take the film off the perspex of the hexagon. Is it hexagon? No, it's the pentagon. Because it's got 8 sides, not 6. And then they want you to pop them straight into where they're going to go, and then they want you to put glue on those pins and then literally slot it straight into place. There we go, all clicked into place, all nice and neat. But now we're going to focus on all of the skirting and coving that we got. So first thing to do is to sort out what is skirting board and what is moulding. So the skirting boards are obviously the thicker ones, like so, and then working out which one goes with which. So yeah, all the skirting board fits where it should do. All now just wants gluing all into place. Again, I'm just using the Yoo-Hoo glue for all purpose. And then just putting a little bit on, but making sure it goes towards the ends. So now we want to stick all the decorative bits on the top. So again, making sure we're getting the right angles and places. And that is it for this issue. 83. So we've got Peter Pan's bed and some more walls. So let's just quickly show you the decorative item that we got in this issue, which is Donald Duck's jukebox. I ain't very like that, but look how nice that is. Look at it all the way around with his little cap on, his bow, Then all the little bits of detailing. There we go, that's a bit lighter. There we go. But yeah, that is really lovely. Another nice item for Donald's room. Donald's room is going to be absolutely packed full of stuff at this point. Because there's just so much of it. So, let's get on with the build. Yep, I've just realised I wasn't recording. So, what I've done is just put the wallpapers on these in the correct positions. Make sure you line them up right. And then I've just slotted them together like it says, making sure they're level. And now they want you to glue all the way along the bottom and then put them into place, I believe, along there. So gluing all the way along the bottom. And then with any luck, it should just simply snap into place, which it has done. So now it wants us to wallpaper this part with this massive piece of wallpaper. So now you can kind of see what I'm doing. We're all in frame. Yep, the camera battery's running out on the top. It's alright, I do have a spare, I just need to keep an eye on it. So, I need to wallpaper this bit, keeping the white stripe on this side. And as with any other wallpapering bits, we've got the score marks on both of them. They're on both sides, but yes. So the door needs to be on this side and the curve needs to be on this side. So in the stripy wallpaper up here. So like so. So yeah, let's do this craziness. And peel it all off. So now we need to cut all the edges as nicely as we can. Now doing the door first. And doing this bit as well. And then this bit here as well, which isn't tricky, it's easy, it's just a lot. It's not just one straight line. So I'm just going to go all along the little bits first. So, and then along the top bits. And then on the inside bits. And there we have it. A lovely strappy wallpaper for Peter Pan's room. So now the last thing they want you to do, because obviously this will be wallpapered on the other side and then stuck in the next issue, I imagine, is we have this curved piece with this lovely on the back there. They want us to stick wallpaper on the curved piece. And the curved piece needs to be that way up to make it even more entertaining. Right, so on this piece you can see very faintly that there is a dotted line. So they want you to cut along there first. It's not a straight line, so you're going to have to eyeball it. And then simply line this bit up with that straight edge and those bits at the top. So let's get that done. I'm just turning it upside down for now. And just want to make sure I line up. Those first bits. And as you're going down, just make sure you're covering both sides. Oh, that was fairly easy, apart from I've got a lump for some reason. Oh, it's literally the moulding of the plastic. So yeah, that was relatively easy. So now it is just simply keeping these two bits for the next issue, which will be 83, I think. Yeah. So keep these handy, and then your coving pieces as well. Oh, are we supposed to put them in? No, I think that's next one. So I hope you enjoyed this and found it as entertaining as I did. It's definitely keeping me busy. But as always, let me know how your build is going if you are building it, or let me know if you're just having a nosy and you want to see how this is being built. I'd love to hear from you guys. But yeah, thanks so much for watching. Bye for now.